Hey you! Welcome to the Mindset Enthusiast podcast. I'm Lydia and I'm a university student who decided to not settle for anything less than great. In this podcast, I help you break free of others' expectations and find out what is possible for your life. I talk about positive psychology, mindset, plus give you tips and tricks that you can implement today to be more fulfilled tomorrow. And the most amazing part is that we get to do it together. Because guess what? I'm not there yet. Hey you! Welcome back to the Mindset Enthusiast podcast. So this will be a heart-to-heart episode because if you're listening to this, you probably need some comfort, and that's one of the things that I will give you today, along with some great tips and tricks that you can implement today to be more fulfilled tomorrow. You know the drill. But first, I want to acknowledge how amazing this podcasting platform really is because it's so intimate and I get to talk to you like you're my friend and we are having a conversation together, sharing our wins, our struggles, and everything in between. So, the thing that kind of inspired today's episode was that the other day, I woke up and I just didn't feel like getting up. Now, don't worry about me. I'm totally fine. And there wasn't something in particular that led me to feeling like this, but I was just super overwhelmed with everything I thought I had to do that I didn't even want to start my day, like get up, eat, get dressed and everything. And you might be able to connect with this, especially if you're involved in multiple projects at the same time, or you just have a lot going on. So what I did on that day is I got up, I acknowledged how I was feeling, and I accepted it. Then I decided to take action and be proactive at changing my day around. So, like I said, I was in a bad mood, but then once I accepted it and I took some time to read and journal about it, which are two of the things that I really like to do to change my mood and kind of switch my day around. And that's like what I like to do when I'm not feeling well. And it might be something that you'd like to do too, but you can also do other self-care things. Like I know sometimes I like to go exercise, move my body. That always gets me in a better mood. You might like to have mini dance parties in your kitchen. I mean, who knows? You do what you gotta do, but don't stay in that slump and don't tell yourself, oh, today is just not a good day, I'll start over tomorrow. Like, what? No, I used to be like that and create these excuses for why I wasn't having a productive day. But this is only taking you further from your goals instead of closer to them. And even if your whole entire day is not perfect, the fact that you actually start is good. Like a late start is better than no start at all. And if you're listening to this podcast, I know you've got big dreams on your heart and things you want to accomplish in this world. And I won't let you give up on your whole entire day just because you had a bad morning. I know you're capable of way more than that. And I know you know this too. Now, something else that I like to do is do a to-do list, but not the kind of to-do list that includes a week's worth of work in just one day when you try to do too many things and then you just end up being too overwhelmed and you do nothing instead. To keep that from happening, write down whatever you got to do in that day and then take a highlighter and mark your priorities, which are the things you absolutely need to get done today. Now, I recommend choosing anywhere from 3 to 5 tasks. And to start with the easiest or the one you dread the least, to build momentum and then build your way up to the hardest tasks on your list. This will not only build confidence and momentum, like I said, but it will also allow you to realize that what you have to do is really not that bad once you actually start taking action and getting it done. Now, one last advice would be to stick to one task at a time and focus all your energy on it until you get it done. I know for me, I tend to start a paper for school, but then I get a very good idea for a podcast. So then I start working on that. And then I remember that I still need to do the dishes. And then time goes by. And then I don't end up accomplishing anything. And I just feel even more overwhelmed because I started multiple things. And then I don't know what to continue and what to not continue. Anyway, to go over everything we just talked about, next time you're not feeling good when you wake up in the morning, you've just had a bad morning, acknowledge that you're feeling that way, accept it, it's okay. Like, we still have the rest of the day to get stuff done. So once you've accepted it and you've done something to change your mind or get your mind off of it, do your little to-do list with the things that you actually can do in one day. Choose 3 to 5 priorities, focus on these, do one thing at a time, and start with the things that you find the most appealing, and then build your momentum, build your way up to the hardest things that you need to do on that day. And I'm sure your day is going to be way better than if you just gave up on it and decided to start over on the next day. I know you're gonna feel so proud of you after overcoming that bad morning or that bad moment, and I know you're worth so much more than just giving up when things get hard. So I will see you on the next episode. I was really happy to record this episode for you, and yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm excited to continue that self-development journey with you. If you loved this episode, make sure to share it with a friend or post it on social media and then tag me so I can personally say thank you for helping me spread the message. I love you very much, and I am gonna see you in the next episode.